Welcome back to Arithmophobian No More Learning Well at Home. And today we're doing finger math.
What are we trying to learn to do?
Count on our fingers.
Is that what we're doing, counting on our fingers?
Counting on the fingers of the hands on the paper.
Okay, so what did we actually do? What did we do? Can you tell them what we did?
I don't know how to say it. I don't know.
Well, we made hands, and we cut them out. And we glued them onto our papers, except for what's different about this hand and that hand than this hand.
These hands, this hand's thumb is chopped. Paper hand thumb is chopped off by Mom.
Yeah, I wonder why we did that.
This hand has still got its thumb on.
Okay, so what we're doing is learning to read numbers up to 1,000. 1,000. And so what do you say after you read the numbers on the hand on the yellow paper?
It's 100.
It's 100. What do you say after you say the numbers on the...
It's teen.
Teen or T?
It's T or teen.
Well, not teen. It will be T. Remember? T. Because let's say the name. Let's say 1 is hard. So we hit 10, and that's after we say these numbers. Those are teen numbers. So taking out the 10 part, when we hit after 10 comes what?
20.
And then
30.
and then
40.
and
50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 100!
Now, has it been easy for you to say the names?
No.
Up to 100. No, this has not been fun. So I thought because it wasn't fun for you, we would record it. So we're going to record it when you're struggling so other kids can see how you're struggling.
And tell their moms that they aren't the only ones who make mistakes.
Yes, who make mistakes. So let's go over here. And I'm going to have you move the fingers on the papers up and down. So I'm going to let you read whichever numbers you want. And then, so you move the fingers up and down and then you read it.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, all your fingers. Say goodbye. 400. 50. 1. I'm going to give myself a little harder. 101.
Is that 101?
Huh? Oh, that was 100 is the one.
Can you show me 101?
Not on my fingers.
Can you show me on these fingers?
Oh. These?
All of these. What would it look like to have 101? You would need how many hundreds?
How many fives do you mean?
How many hundreds do you need? So this is your 100 paper. So how many hundreds do you need to show me 101?
You need 100.
So show me 100. On the paper, show me 100. What would that look like? So how do we read this? Three what?
300.
So show me 100. Okay, hold on. read this for me.
102.
Okay, you said that this was 300.
200.
Okay,
100.
okay. Move your fingers. Show me 100 again. That looks like 600 to me. So there's 100. All right, so we've got 100. And now what do we need? You were going to show me 101. So there's 100. These are the T numbers.
These are the ones, right?
Mm-hmm. So how many T numbers do you need?
All 9, I guess.
Why do you need all 9?
Because it takes more than all 9 to do up to 101.
So if you have 100, how much more do you need to add to get to 101?
Oh, you only need to add is 1.
Okay, so are we going to need any T numbers?
No,
So then what should you do with the T numbers?
we should take them out of the list.
Well, okay, so we could do that, or we could, what would we do if we did this?
Oh, well, I'm thinking of putting them.
I think we should leave them on the table because we need to have a holder. Here's what I think. You tell me if you think it's a good idea. I think in order for it to make sense, we should have a holder and we could close his hands, our friend's hands. Now we would do this with a lot of kids if we had a lot of kids, but we don't have kids. So we just cut open their hands and we glued hands to our friends on paper. Glued our friends' hands on paper. So we just close them off because then there's none sticking up.
Mm-hmm.
We could say two closed hands would be the same as a 0.
So
So that's a nothing. How much do you have there?
Nothing.
A big nothing.
I think you're putting it up here, and that's the not count.
But how would you know? Then how do you know what this one is? Because we count units, T's, hundreds. Units, T's, hundreds, or tens. 10 is the same as T. So units, tens, hundreds. If we take this out, then why wouldn't I just read this units and hundred or units and T's? So then I would have 10 and something else.
Oh.
So you need to have something here that tells you that there's no T numbers. There's no tens. So I think you have to leave that here. Otherwise, I'm going to read this. If you just have these two, you take it out. Read this for me.
1, 10.
Well, read it. 1
10.
and 9 is going to be what? 10 and 9 is going to be
10 and 9 is going to be 19.
right. So you're going to have 19
I get
instead of 109. You're going to have
19.
19. So I think we're going to need this piece for communication. Otherwise, if you just take it out, if you just remove it, then nobody's going to know that this is 100.
Okay, let's make a space there so that.
Okay, so now can you read it for me?
Units, teens, hundreds.
Well, you're going to start, where do we start? We start from the biggest number and read it.
Biggest number down.
Okay.
Biggest number down.
Okay, so read it. So, what do you have on that side?
Hundreds.
So how many?
9.
You have 9? How many are up?
I don't. All of them?
Are all of them up? I think they're kind of mostly bent. So how much is up?
1.
Okay, so what do you have?
100. Good. We have 100. And then
Great.
There's one. This thumb is the 1.
I think the thumb is the 1. Okay.
And if you add 2 up, the pointer means 2.
So read that number. Read the number you just made.
102.
Okay. So make a different number, but put a T in it. So you leave your 100, but add some of these numbers, and then read it to me.
Flick, 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 flick it up, 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 up in the air. 100 and 115.
Ah.
Because I took down, because now all the units are down.
So say this again. So 115.
15.
15?
15.
Oh, okay, 150. Oh, and you put these down, so you have 0 over here.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought you said 115.
I did. I misspoke.
You misspoke. Okay.
You didn't mishear anything. I misspoke.
Okay.
Blame me. I misspoke.
All right, so we have 150. Can you make me 155?
150. 155.
So I want you to show me where your 100 is.
Here.
And I have 50. Show me 50. Well, this looks to me like it's 90.
Say goodbye to your 4. Goodbye.
Okay, put that back. So 150, and I need 155.
150.
Good job.
I've done math bots before.
You've done math?
I've done math bots before.
Math bots? Are these math bots?
No, I was making math for those think bubbles that just suddenly pop in my head.
You have think bubbles a lot, don't you? Yeah.
So like
Okay, are we done?
Pop.
Are we done? Okay. You tell everybody bye.
Love you guys. Bye bye.